It's market update time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, as you know, there's so many different indicators out there that people can use, and people get so confused about what to use and when to use when it comes to indicators. So I've just recorded a video walking you through my #1 trading indicator that I use all the time that helps you with entries and exit, and it's going to really help you out with your trading as well too. Click on the box above that says #1 indicator to get access to this video right now. Alright, hey traders, let's have a quick look at the markets across the board. Looking at the Dow Jones and all the indexes actually. You can see what happened today. We came down and we came straight up and we closed high at the high point when it comes to the Dow Jones. We just see nice move up. We are getting quite far away from this 52 moving average, so that would sort of give me a bit of a warning, because it's getting pretty far away. And you can see that it only gets away from it a certain amount of time before it starts to catch up, and then we have another run here. So really interesting to see what's happening here, guys, on the Dow Jones. Really interesting to see. Same thing on the S&P. You see on the S&P have a nice rise up through there. Sort of a sideways day, pretty much nothing day there, and also the Nasdaq, pretty much a sideways nothing day going on through there as well too. So pretty much a nothing day, but we are still slowly crawling up. I wouldn't be short in this market, but I definitely got out of some of my positions, some of my long positions, for a nice profit. So let me actually bring this up through here. What I was saying just there is I got out of 2 trades just recently. MMC was one and Adobe was another one, for some really nice profit. So anyway, nose to the ground and on to the next trade. You can see here going on to silver. You can actually see, I was talking about silver, about this small channel we're in right now. You can see we just continue to grind up. So I believe we're likely to start heading up, and we're likely to start getting up to around the 1850, maybe back up to even this level through here. That's where I think silver is going. And looking on gold, you can see gold is sort of struggling at this resistance level once again. We break this, then we could have a nice rise up into up into probably, I would say if we do break that, then we'll probably have a nice run back up towards this 1320, 1400 level. So we are at this is a major resistance of where we are right now, but if we start to really get a nice close back above there, bam wham, thank you ma'am, we could actually see that. So that's actually going to be really nice, because I'm still in 3 minor stocks right now. I was really happy about the bounce. We've got some nice bouncing action in those 3 minor stocks that I'm in right now. So I'm in call options, really nice bounce. I see a lot more upside coming from them as well too. But you want to see here, if we do start to break this resistance level here, guys, then yeah, we could see a pretty quick run. I would say a pretty quick run back up to the 1320, 1340 mark. So that's what I do see there on gold and silver, guys. So let me so that's obviously silver, and that's obviously gold. Let me actually have a look at the HUI. HUI is obviously having a nice bounce off as well too. Let me just go to the GDX. I want to show you what I'm seeing on the GDX. So the GDX right now, you can see it actually was sort of hovering just below this resistance level, isn't it? So that's actually quite an interesting sort of pattern through there. We are at this overall resistance level here. So are we going to break above this resistance level, or are we going to break back down? So again, we are still below this trend line through here. So it's actually creating that's actually a bit of a weak sign. You can see it rejected off today. So we need to see some follow through on here. We need to see some follow through on here if we're going to see a lot more upside on the gold miners and the index as well too. Looking at the XAU, very similar situation. So there we go, guys. There's what's happening with the gold miners. If we do break above this sort of 26 level, then we're on our way up to around the 29. We break the 29, then I believe we're going to race the 32 and break up to new highs. You can see that's what's been the pattern here as well too. So break this resistance level. We're on our way up to 28. If we break the 28, we are on our way up to breaking up to new highs. That's what I believe anyway, guys. I have, as I said before, I have three gold miner stocks right now that I'm in that have call options. They actually expire in March, so that's actually coming up. It's actually in a month's time, so I need to get out of those in the next week or two. But I'll still be watching that. And but really nice trading, guys. There's plenty opportunities that's happening around here. There's lots and lots of movement, lots of volatility, lots of potential setups. So you need to have your strict criteria. You need to have a really good, simple but powerful trading plan. And amongst all of that, you need to be analyzing yourself every single day when trading. I'll give you an example. Today I was looking at potentially probably 4 or 5 trading setups that I was liking. I have a scanning function. And actually, I'll show you this here, guys. I'll show you this here for you guys that are interested. So what I normally do in the morning is that I will come to, first thing in the morning when I open up, it's about an hour to close these days, guys, because I can get my trading done pretty quickly. So within an hour of market close, so I only trade like an hour in the morning, my time, in Australia time, I use these scans. See these scans through here? These scans have these are different scans that are looking up for potential setups, or these have the setup that I'm actually looking for. So, and I will go through these and I'll say, nope, it's not, nope. And I have my setup, right? I know exactly what I'm looking for. So I can go, nope, next. Oh, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Let me have a look at this here. Nice breakout bar. Looks like I've got a bit of a triangle pattern. Looks like we're starting to push higher and higher. That might be something. So I'm gonna copy that. And I'm going to put it into my continuation bullish. It's more like a continuation trade, the bullish trade. So you can see what's happening through there. Nice break above this peak here. We've got this higher trough, nice break above. And you can see, oh, look, we've also got a triangle pattern. It's also a triangle pattern breakout. Breaking above this resistance line. That actually looks quite good. Nice, big, nice volume spike. Nice good bullish upper. Oh, I want to have another look at that later on. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to put it into my continuation bullish list. All right, let's continue on here. Next. No, I'm not interested in that. You know what? That actually looks quite interesting, doesn't it? You know, and again, this is my thought. This is the way that I view the markets. We have had a nice uptrend, right? So if we have a look at this here, where's the trend? The trend is nicely up. Okay, so nice uptrend. Cool. So do we want to be going with the trend or against the trend? We want to be going with the trend, right? Cool. So what else do we have on this chart? And this is what I do, guys. I automatically see this. We have a nice support and resistance level here, right? So what do we have here? We have resistance. This could be what? A now support. So what happens if I get a really nice bullish update through here? Nice good bullish update off there and a really good volume spike showing buyers in control. Would that be a nice trade? Potentially, right? There could be a nice potential continuation trade there somewhere. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put in my continuation bullish list. And, I'm going to keep an eye on that as the weeks go on to see if there is something, see if something there. Let's go on here. Next setup? No, not interested in that. No, that's pretty ugly as well too, isn't it? Nah. You can see that there, right? This is one thing you want to try. One thing I do, guys, when I'm looking for a nice bullish update with good volume. That's my footprint, all right? But I also look at this stock. Look at this stock. See how it's messy? You want to stay away from messy stocks like that. So stay away from that there. Oh, look, that actually looks. Oh, daily. So that actually looks quite good, doesn't it? As you can see. Nice breakup bar. But then if I look at it, if I look at this, that bar's pretty big, isn't it? You can see the bar, this bar is pretty big. So I'm not actually interested in that. And you can see it's quite messy as well too. So nah, next. You know what I mean? So I'm actually pretty strict in this. Nice little, what do we have here? We have a nice little higher peak, nice little higher trough. Looks like it's breaking up, nice little high trough. We may get a nice breakout here and a nice follow through. You know what? There may be something there. Let me actually put that there, and I'm going to click on continuation bullish list. So I'm going to analyze that a bit later on, maybe tomorrow or this afternoon or whatever, and I'll see if there's something there. I'll see if there's a potential setup there. And so let me just bring up here on the daily chart. So you can see that there's a whole bunch of area resistance and support through there. You can see there's a nice little sort of trend line coming up through there as well too. So looks like it's squeezing into some sort of a triangle, sort of triangle pattern. I would like to see break above there. If we do, then we could actually see a nice potential setup. You know, so I'm looking at this one here. Oh, look, here's a nice bullish up day. Pretty big for me. You know, nothing going on through there. So I'm very, very, very strict. Oh, look, we have a nice bullish up day, but there's a lot of resistance around that level there, isn't it? You can see just above that. So nah, I'm going to skip that. Oh, here's a nice setup. Have a nice increase in volume. We have it sort of breaking up, little small pullback and a nice little up day. That actually might be something. Let me actually bring up the weekly chart. You know, so we actually might have something through there. So, you know what? Let me actually click that. Let me put on the continuation bullish list. And I'm going to go through the next one. And I'm going to go through the next one and the next one. And that's what I do, guys. Now, I'm going a bit slower here because I'm doing this recording for you. And this is what I do. And sometimes you can see my system picks up really big bars. Definitely next. And so on and so forth, right? So that's basically what I'm looking at and what I'm trying to do, or what I'm looking at and what I'm looking for. And for me, guys, I'm looking. I'm just looking. So you can see here, right? We have a nice, good bullish up bar. Looks like it's breaking out of this pattern as well too. Nice, good bullish up day. But look at this stock. See how it's very messy? It's like, nah, I don't want something like that. You know what I mean? And NLY looks like it's starting to build up a little bit there. You know, and so on and so forth, right? And so that's what I do here. So this is what I call my bullish list. And then I go through to my bearish list. This is my bearish sort of setups. I have this one here, and you know, and then I go through all my bearish setups. And so that's basically what I do, guys, every single day. I'm going through this and I'm looking for really, really, really nice setups. So as you can see, I have through here, one list has 32 potentials, other one has 18 potentials. So through all of that, I need to make sure that I'm really only taking the best of the best setups that give me the most highest probability out of those. And by the way, guys, I haven't told you yet, but out of all of these trades here, I did take one of them this morning. I took two off this morning, two nice profits this morning, and I also got into one trade this morning. So I'm not going to tell you what that is, but I'll be able to tell you a bit later on as well too. So a bit of a clue. I went through that stock on this video. So maybe you guys can tell me which one I got into. So anyway, guys, that's a little update there. Let me just tell you about the stocks that I got out of, guys. Just want to give you an update. I don't normally do this for you guys, but I just want to share with you guys something. I have been talking about Adobe and how I got into here. I bought an out of the money option and I got out today. Why did I get out today? I just think that this has been very, very, very slow to the upside. We have been slowly grinding to the upside. It may have some more upside, it may not. But I got out of that with even when it's been moving really slow, and I've been in it for about 2 weeks now, I think, roughly 2 weeks. So how many days is that? Yeah, almost 2 weeks I've been in this here. I got a 50% profit out of that. So I was really, really, really happy with that one. So I bought out of the money option that one, guys, and also MMC. And the reason why I'm bringing these up, guys, is because I've mentioned these in the past video, so I just thought I'd give you an update of what I've done. And I also got out of, this is where I got in, and this is where I got out. I got out of today. Now, why did I get out of today? Because we've already had a good move up. We may get a lot more movement up, guys, but I'm not about picking tops and picking bottoms. This movement up has picked up in some really, really good volatility. I bought out of the money options. I like way out of the money options this one. And I closed this here for, it was 150% return on my trade. So that was actually really, really, really nice. So enter there, exit there. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. This thing could race back up to 75. This thing could just blow straight up. I don't know. I don't care, because for me it's all about hopping on really nice setups like this. And then and then if they do go against me, I get out with a small loss. If they do go for me, I hold on to some really good profit. And then what I do is then I exit as well too. So there's the couple of trades that I got out of this morning, guys. This one here was 150% profit. Adobe gave me I think it was 55% profit as well too. So really, really nice day for me, guys. Again, some of these trades for me are it's just about being patient with the setup, right? Just being patient with the setup. And as you can see, there's money here. There's money on the table to be had. But that's how you trade the markets, right? You can see what I'm doing here. You can see what I've been saying over the last few weeks. If you've been following me, that trading is really, really, really simple. It really is. It's not easy, but it's simple. Now it's simple because all you really need, it's complicated because we have so many rules, right? We're looking for this, we're looking for that, we're looking for this, looking for that. For me, I'm just looking for really one thing on the daily chart, and then I'm looking and then I'm using other sort of setups, as in like the weekly chart, the moving averages, the volume, the type of bar, where is it, the pattern, all that sort of stuff, to use my entries. And this is what's helping me get in, keeping it simple, keep it really, really, really simple. As you guys would have seen in the past, I used to have a lot of things on the charts. I used to have like my stochastics down the bottom here as well too, and all that sort of stuff. I've removed all that, and now my trading is very, 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 very simple. I don't look at the stochastics anymore. I really don't. Now it is if you the stochastics are a really good timing tool. If you want to use that, you can. I'm just finding it's complicating my setup even more, and it's giving me some doubt even more. So I want to simplify my setup even more. And as you can see, it is really, really, really working really well. Now I don't make money every single trade, guys, but as I said to you before, if I can pick up 150% and then a 50% and then another 100%, and then oh look, I might I might lose 50% on one trade, stuff like that. So keep your trading really, really simple, guys, and it's just a matter of getting out with a small loss. I.e., if this day here, this is where I got in and this is where I exited. If I got in, if this bar closed below my entry bar through here, then I would have been out. Now, what would that loss have been? Maybe 20%, maybe 30%, maybe not even that, right? It was just a small little drop. So I'd say 15% on my option. It was a really, really small drop, right? So that would be my risk, around 15-20%. My profit was like 55-57%, somewhere around there. So as you can see, right, and that's what I'm always trying to do. If I get into a trade, if I'm wrong, I'm out fast. If I'm right, I hold on to it. That's what you want to do. If you're wrong, you get out quickly. If you're right, hold on for that good profit. And so therefore, guys, that's how trading is done. So it all comes down to this, guys. One, make sure that you have a very, very easy and simple system to follow. Really keep it really, really simple. And I've been showing a lot of my system as I've been going through here. I've been teaching you everything because that's going to probably take probably a good hour to really walk you through everything that I'm looking for. Plus my time in the markets, guys. I find that because I've been doing this now for a long time, I'm getting much better at identifying a smooth setup, a good setup, a high probability setup. And the more I do it, the better I get at it. So don't ever quit, guys. Okay, don't ever quit. And the second thing what I'm looking for is I'm always looking to cut my losses short and let my profits run. And even if I'm only 50-50 right at the end of the year, even if I'm only 50-50 right, and this is what you need to take, guys. This is what you need to take. If you took say, I'm a quite an active trader, so I'd say I would take on average of 200 trades a year. All right, I reckon I would take that. I'm quite an active trader, so sometimes I'm taking two or three trades a week. So even if I'm only 50-50 right, and again, let's just keep the number simple. 50% right. If my average loss on the 50, my average loss on the 50, on the 50%, we say it was 100. Just say it was on average of 20%. My loss trading in the money options. Trading in the money options is around 15%. That's my average loss trading in the money options. So, but just say 20%. And even if you got the other 100 trades that were at a profit of say average of 50%, because some went for 100%, some got a 40%, and someone went 80%. But just say your average was 50%. And let's just say, for example, you're trading and you're doing that, but you're trading, say, $1,000 a trade, as an example. All right, so $1,000 a trade times 20%, and you can see I'm just doing my math here, equals what? $1,000 times 20 equals $200, right? 200 times 100 equals what? I need to bring my calculator up here. And guys, I'm just doing this as a theoretical example, guys. Okay. I need to bring my calculator up. So you guys are probably screaming at my screen right now, like, John, this is the answer. 200 times 100 equals $20,000. All right. So that's 20. This is basically equal 20K loss. 20K loss. Now, the 50%. So $1,000, 50% profit. What do we have over here? Which is basically $500. $500 now times 100. $500 times, say, 100 equals 50,000. Take away the 20,000, maybe a few $1,000s, and you're left with trading that much. You're left with, you're left with, say, 30 something thousand dollars. 30. Yeah, around, it's up 40, yeah, around $30,000, you know? So I'm keeping the number simple here, right? So as you can see, just keeping it really, really, really simple. But guys, as you know, if you have a really good, powerful setup, you can start to get the odds on your side even more. So 50-50, you should be doing better than that overall. I'll just let you guys know that my win-loss ratio right now is around 70%. And I'll just give you my numbers for the in-the-money options. It's about a 70% win-loss ratio overall. Trading in the money options, ITM, in the money options, my average loss is around, say, 15%. That's average loss, and my average win is around 60%. All right. So, and again, just trading really, really simple here. So, let's just look at some numbers. Just say you're trading $1,000 again, $1,000, and out of 200 trades. So 200 divided by 100 times 70 equals 140, right? So 140 trades were here, and then 60 trades were here. So 15%, which equals $150. All right. If I was trading $1,000 there, so 150 times, say, 60 equals $9,000. That's a $9,000 loss for the year, as an example, right? But guys, this is $9,000 for the year. Guys, this is what you need to do, right? You need to have this in your mind. So when you have it in your mind, you say, okay, cool. This is the short-term trade with a long-term view, right? And now we've got 140 at 60%. So what is that? $600, right? So we know that 60% of 1,000 is $600. Is $600? Okay, so $600 there. This is not including brokerage. So $600 at 140 trades, because remember the total there was 200 trades at 140 trades. So 600 times 140 equals $84,000, right? $84,000. 84,000. All right, with me so far? So 84,000. 84,000. Let me just do that number again. So 600 times 140. All right, cool. 84,000. So that's 84,000. Then we're going to minus the 9,000, which equals 75,000. And you know what? We're going to take off $5,000 for the brokerage. So it's $5,000. So you're left with $70,000. $70,000 for the year. And this was only trading $1,000 per trade. Now, $1,000 per trade, to do that, I would recommend having an account of, trading, 5% of your account on any given one trade. Now that 5%, you need to build up to that. You wouldn't build up to that straight away. But these are my numbers, guys. These are my numbers overall on my own. And this is what I get. Now, it doesn't mean sometimes, it doesn't mean I'm not going to get 3 or 4 or 5 losers in a row. Sometimes I do that, and then sometimes I come back with 2 or 3 wins in a row. You know what I mean? And then so it's, as long as I do that. So $70,000 a year, guys. $70,000 divided by 12. That's almost $6,000 a month. Trading from $1,000 a trade. So as you can see, guys, is that once you get a nice simple setup, the ability to cut your losses short and let those wins run is very, 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 very powerful. And that's the ability to have a simple system, and the better you can get at it, the better trader you'll be. And and again, the better you can get, the better trader you'll be. And I know the better I get trading at my system, I'm probably going to turn this into 80%. I'm probably going to turn this into a lot more. You know what I mean? Maybe 80 grand for the year. See what I'm saying there, guys? So anyway, I wanted to do this sort of setup here because I wanted to show you guys, trading the markets for newbies as well too. This is what you should be focused on. This is how you move forward in the markets. You have a simple system with no indicators. Forget the indicators, right? Meaning forget stochastics and MACDs and RSIs and all that sort of stuff. They just confuse the hell out of you. Keep it really simple. the most important thing you should be looking at is the chart itself, like the price action itself, and the volume, because the price action is the truth, and the volume is the truth, right? The volume is what the big guys are doing. The volume is the footprint of what the big guys are doing. And you're not going to get it right every time, but as I said before, is that if you need to have the ability to get out quickly when you're wrong. Let those wins run, and guys, you soon will have a very, very, very successful system. What if you this number here, guys, is based on $1,000, and let's just say that was say 5% of your account, right? And again, you'd build up to that. Right, so you had a 20 grand account, right? A $20,000 account. What if you did that for a while and you build it up to say $50,000, right? So 50k. Now you're going to start trading what? You're going to start trading $2,000 or $3,000. If you're going to start trading $2,000 a trade with the same math, now you're doing $140,000 a year. $140,000 a year from a $2,000 trade. You see how that works? But as you can see, guys, that's the way that I like to trade. That's the way that I like to set up my own trading. You can see I've got scans. I've got a simple system. I've got scans to identify really good setups. Within an hour, I've done my trading. I've gotten out of the trades that I need to be out of. Cut my losses short. And to me, it becomes automatic. Now, it doesn't become automatic when I'm getting into a trade, because I need to make sure that I'm not rushing. I need to make sure if there is no setups there at all, that I take no trades. But it's my job and my responsibility to actually get into only the best trades. Now, it's also my job to make sure that I get out. And it's like, to me, guys, it's not. I don't ever get into a trade right now hoping it's going to be a profit. I get in and that's it, right? I let it go. I don't ever hope for a profit now, because if I hope for a profit and I get a loss, I'm going to be disappointed. Because we know which one. So it's more like you've got to be in a mechanical mode, right? You take the trades, you get out early. Oh, look, that's running on for profit. Don't get out. Hold on. Oh, look, there's no need to get out of it. Oh, look, there's no need to get out of it, and so on and so forth, right? Like I showed you with Adobe, like I showed you with MMC. So, guys, this is, which for this video, guys, I went through some trades I've done. Went through market update. Plus, also, this is a powerful guide for newbies trading the markets. Even if you're not trading, even if you're not a newbie and you're struggling with the markets, go back to something as what I'm talking about here, and start with, instead of $1,000 per trade, start with $100 per trade. But instead of starting with $100 per trade, start with having a really good system. 1. This is the steps. Backtest the system. So once you find a real simple system, backtest it. 2, paper trade it for a month or 2 or 3. 3, start small, $100 per trade. Even if you've got $50,000, go from $100 per trade for a month. Once that works, goes to $500 per trade. Once that works, and you build up and build up and build up to eventually where you get to where my biggest position so far has been. My biggest positions, and this was quite a big trade, but about $150,000 was my biggest position so far. So, but I was really confident with that system. Okay, so but I shouldn't be trading that much, because it was a large percent of my account. But I am comfortable now building up to and trading now 10 to 20 grand per trade. You know what I mean? Because that's obviously still a small percent of the account, and so on and so forth. So, but guys, I don't want to do these numbers here. I don't want to talk about what I'm doing and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. As you can see, by even trading $1,000 to $2,000 a trade and being very quick on the draw, you can create yourself $100,000 a year income from a $1,000 to $2,000 or $2,000 trade. What if you can get your account? What if you can get your comfort zone up to saying $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 per trade? What happens if you had a $100,000 trading account and now you're trading $5,000 per trade? Well, as we said before, right? And this is where the numbers get crazy, but this is how you go from zero to, I guess, $1 million, right? Remember, $70,000, 70K was based on $1,000 investment. This was based on $1,000 investment. So if say over 12 months, even 2 years, you got your account up to say $100,000, or you got your comfort zone up to say taking $5,000 per trade. Again, that would take time to get there, but look at the bigger picture. So 70K or 70,000 times 5 equals $350,000. $350,000 a year. $350,000 a year. What if we got that up to 10k per trade? Now, 10k per trade. So you had again, we're talking long term. What if over the next 3, 4, 5 years you actually got your trading account up to $200,000? And now you say, you know what, $200,000. I'm happy taking $10,000 per trade because I'm really, really good at it. I've been doing it for 2 or 3 years. I've been doing the same system. I've been trading the same method, and so on and so forth. Right? So what is that? That's just times two. And now from a $10,000 per trade, cut your losses short. That's now a $700,000 a year income. I know that sounds really weird, guys, and I'm not saying you're going to make that, but the thing is, guys, as you can see, this is realistic in the market from a couple of $100,000 account. Now, how is that realistic? From what I've just said before, but your ability to get in on good setups, so very powerful setups. To me, I like to use trend following setups. Therefore, if I am going to be right, it could be a really nice ride. I don't like to trade counter trends. If I've got a nice upward trend, I want to go with the trend. Therefore, I'm going to have the biggest chance of having a nice good win, right? So that's what I like to do there. I like to trade powerful setups, simple powerful setups. And then what I like to do, guys, is I like to then step back and say, you know what? I'm trading these powerful setups, and I'm trading this market in a way where you just got to get better and better and better at it. Makes sense? And your ability to get out really early for a loss and let your profits run, you can see. But that's where you got to start, guys. That's where you got to start with your back testing, so you get comfortable with it. You start doing some paper trading. You start with $100 per trade. Then you go to $500 per trade. Then you go to $1,000 per trade. Then you go to $5,000 per trade. Then you go to $10,000 per trade. You build up to that. You go 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. You build up to that. And it might take you 2 years. It might take you 2 years trading the exact same system, getting better and better and better and better at it, but trading 2 years, and then at the end of 2 years, you already may have some access to capital right now, or you may actually be building your account up to that. But let's just say that's a 5-year plan. Just say it's a 5-year plan. Is this $700,000 a year a pretty good 5-year plan? Yeah, I'm not saying you got to do that, right? But the reason why we don't move forward, the reason why most traders don't move forward is because they're changing from system to system to system. They make a little progress and they go back to zero. They make a little progress and they go back to zero. They make a little progress and go back to zero. What is this zero? This is, new system, on new system, on new system, on new system. No. The only way you get better and better and better and better and better at trading is fully commit to one really good system. And that's the reason why, guys, you spend a good few months finding a really good, simple but powerful trading system that works, that you're never going to change and you're always going to trade, and moving forward you can absolutely massively crush it in the markets. Absolutely just crush it. And then as you can see, if you got yourself to say a $20,000 trading account, a $20,000 trade, and you got a $200,000 investment, that's $10,000, right? 10% of your account at 20k. I wouldn't say do that, but if long term, guys, what if you got your account up to say 400,000? 400. I know that's pretty big numbers here, guys, but this 400,000, if you do, again, it's all about doing the right thing at the right time, right? Or the right thing from the start. 400,000 trading $20,000 is 5% of your account. Keep your losses short and make sure you get out really, really quickly. You just double that. Now you got a $1.4 million income. Make sense? So guys, it's taken me a long time to get this process, to get the path ahead. The reason why I'm not at this income right now myself is because I've been stopping myself from moving forward. I've been trading too many systems. I've been too confused. I haven't been really focused on one or two, but mainly just one really, really good trading system for me. So I know, guys, it's going to be a matter of time that I know that I'm going to be at $3 million a year. I know it's just a matter of time for me to do that. That's actually, by the way, guys, that's actually my ultimate target is $3 million. Now, it may happen this year, I don't know, but I know over the next 2 or 3 or 4 years, I'm going to get that. Why? Because I'm going back to what I need to know. I'm going back to what really, 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 really does work. And that's what this whole video is all about, is really showing you guys the path to moving forward and how do you start small in 5 or 10 year time frame. You could be doing a couple $1 million a year. Again, I'm not saying you're going to do that, but it all starts with your habits, right? It all starts with good back testing, and it all starts with your paper trading. When you paper trade, you treat it real. You get out really early, so you develop those habits of getting out early, right? And letting your profits run. Developing those habits, those success habits. Then when you start trading live, guess what? You start trading maybe even with $50, or maybe just say $100. It's a small trade, yes. Are you going to make a lot of money? No. Are you going to lose a lot of money? No. But what are you doing here? For the next month or two, you're drilling into yourself those success habits that cutting your losses short and letting your wins run. And by only trading with the trend. If you want to have good wins, you go with the trend, right? You don't go against it. You don't counter trend. You go with the trend. And then once you're really, really good at that, then you go to say $500 per trade. And then you go to $1,000 per trade. See what I'm saying there, guys? This is how you move forward in the market. So please take this guide. Please take this guide, and please take what I've said in this video. You know, if you're a newbie or if you've been trading the markets for a while, this is your path ahead, guys. Okay, this is your true path ahead to really, really, really succeeding in the markets, to truly crush it in the markets long term. Okay, and as you can see, it's just a numbers game. But every single trade, we must be doing our part to play part of that numbers game. Every single trade has a random outcome with a probability of an outcome. Every single trade has a random outcome with a probability of an outcome. And the only way that we see the probability of the outcome is to take 50 or 100 trades. But you're going to totally screw up that probability of an outcome if you're getting into trade and you know you should be out, but you're not getting out. You know yourself, right? It's like, man, I should be out of this, and the very next day it's like, man, I should be out of this. You know, I really should be out of this. And the next day it's like, oh well, look at that moving average. Oh look, there's a stochastic there. Oh look, there's a moving average there. Oh my goodness, look. But you did story, right? We shouldn't do that. Have a real simple fast get out, and that's what I have. I have a real simple fast get out stop loss. Which for me, if it's right here for me is the entry bar. So if I get in on here and it closes below my entry, I'm out. Simple, right? The trade didn't work. Get out. Cut your losses short. Move on to another trade. Oh look, I got out of 20%. I got out of 20% loss. Oh okay then. Oh look, I just made an 80% profit. Cool. I'm good to go again. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, what I'm doing here, guys, I've just given you a very powerful guide for newbies and traders to get ahead in the markets. And this is the method, this is the process, guys, that I personally need to keep doing in my life if I want to eventually get to my ultimate target. Okay, so, and I will get there. It's just a matter of time. I'm getting better and better and better. But guys, it's taken me a long time to remove all that bullshit and all that clutter. We're talking fundamental news. We're talking economic news. We're talking newsletters. We're talking most indicators like stochastics and RSIs and all that sort of stuff. Removing it and getting down to simple analysis. But let's put it this way, guys. How I really got this was been spending some time with one of my mentors. His average position is $7 to $10 million a year. Oh, sorry, $7 to $10 million per trade. $7 to $10 million per trade. Now, how about that, guys? How about that? Now, yes, he has tight stops, and he lets his profits run. He does really, really, really well out of it, as you can tell. But, you know, that's what he's good at, right? That's his ability. That's how he knows how to get ahead in the markets. And so, you know, he obviously has, you know, quite, you know, that's obviously leveraged, right? I think he might be only putting maybe 1 or 2 million in, and the rest is leverage, you know? I think it's like Forex and CFDs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's only putting a couple $1 million in himself. But he has really, really, really tight stops. And he does really, really well. Absolutely just crushes it. And that's all he does is just trade. And I've seen him do what he does. And he's been telling me for quite some time. And it's only over the last 6 months that I've started to really get it. What it really takes to get ahead in the markets. And what I've explained in this video, guys, is the recipe for massive, massive success in the markets. Anyway, guys, have an amazing week. This is the plan that I need to keep following if I want to get to where I want to get. And yeah, have an amazing weekend, guys, and I'll see you next week. Hey, thanks for watching. If you'd like to get more free education about trading, then click on the box that says free trading course. This is a free trading course. It goes for around 12 hours long. It's about 12 videos long. Covers everything from chart reading, mindset, trading systems, money management, trade management, everything you need to get yourself ahead in the markets. And if you'd like to get my help personally, then click on the box that says Get John's Help, and you'll be able to see how you can get my help personally. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.